Have you been wondering what the book, Ego is the Enemy, is about but don't have the time to read it? In this video we are going to summarize the book and extract all the core messages. Hey, it's Emma from 5-Minute Summary, where we cover the core messages of books and contents in 5 minutes. If you are new here, make sure you click that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, your worst enemy already lives inside you, your ego. The ego we see most commonly goes by a more casual definition: an unhealthy belief in our own importance, arrogance, self-centered ambition. With every ambition and goal we have, ego is there undermining us on the very journey we've put everything into pursuing. Your ego is not some power you're forced to satiate at every turn. It can be managed, it can be directed. If your purpose is something larger than you, then suddenly everything becomes both easier and more difficult. Easier in the sense that you know now what it is you need to do and what is important to you. The other choices wash away, as they aren't really choices at all. They're distractions. It's about the doing, not the recognition. Easier in the sense that you don't need to compromise. Harder because each opportunity must be evaluated along strict guidelines. Does this help me do what I have set out to do? Does this allow me to do what I need to do? Am I being selfish or selfless? In this course, it is not who do I want to be in life, but what is it that I want to accomplish in life? Although it's never too late, the earlier you ask yourself these questions, the better. The purpose of Shamrock's formula is to get real and continuous feedback about what they know and what they don't know from every angle. It purges out the ego that puffs us up, the fear that makes us doubt ourselves, and any laziness that might make us want to coast. A true student is like a sponge, absorbing what goes on around him, filtering it, latching onto what he can hold. A student is self-critical and self-motivated, always trying to improve his understanding so that he can move on to the next topic, the next challenge. A real student is also his own teacher and his own critic. It'd be far better if you were intimidated by what lies ahead, humbled by its magnitude and determined to see it through regardless. Make it about what you feel you must do and say, not what you care about and wish to be. Pride blunts the very instrument we need to own in order to succeed. The question to ask when you feel pride is this: what am I missing right now that a more humble person might see? What am I avoiding or running from? It is far better to ask and answer these questions now, with the stakes still low, than it will be later. Every time you sit down to work, remind yourself: I am delaying gratification by doing this. I am passing the marshmallow test. I am making an investment in myself instead of in my ego. Give yourself a little credit for this choice, but not so much, because you've got to get back to the task at hand, practicing, working, improving. Pick up a book on a topic you know next to nothing about. Put yourself in rooms where you're the least knowledgeable person. That uncomfortable feeling, that defensiveness that you feel when your most deeply held assumptions are challenged. What about subjecting yourself to it deliberately? Change your mind, change your surroundings. It's not about beating the other guy. It's not about having more than the others. It's about being what you are, and being as good as possible at it, without succumbing to all the things that draw you away from it. It's about going where you set out to go, about accomplishing the most that you're capable of in what you choose. Ego needs honors in order to be validated. Confidence, on the other hand, is able to wait and focus on the task at hand regardless of external recognition. There are two types of time in our lives: dead time, when people are passive and waiting, and alive time, when people are learning and acting and utilizing every second. When success begins to slip from your fingers, the response isn't to grip and claw so hard that you shatter it to pieces. It's to understand that you must work yourself back to the aspirational phase. You must get back to first principles and best practices. All in all, stay humble and stay curious. Don't let ego get in the way. If you enjoy this video and find it valuable, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to also check out the other videos in the personal development series, where you will find more 5-minute summaries of amazing books. I'll see you on the next one.